Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's a brother Bolo VNR. You understand? And I want to encourage you guys to support all of the platforms. We have Bolo VNR 2.0, Bolo VNR Clips, Bolo VNR, and Bolo TBV. What's TBV? Throwback videos. Alright, so at the new channel that for the people on YouTube, when you can see it on the screen, the URL is right there. Make sure so you go ahead and go subscribe. And I try to get to 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours so we can get monetized over there. So do the right thing. And of course, Bolo VNR 2.0 on the road to 20K. Yeah. Make sure that this video gets at least 1,000 likes. This particular reaction. You see me? So let me read and also show you what is going on. So the editorial walking the ombudsman. Let's read this article. I've not read it yet, so this is a raw reaction. The brewing contention between the People's National Party and the mayor of Montego Bay over the alleged removal of the party's election advertising from the city again revives questions about the practicality of the political ombudsman in its current form and how it now conducts its business. It also a reminder of the lack of transparency with which those who were delegated the ombudsman job have conducted themselves, and of this newspaper instance on updating the political code of conduct to, among other things, affirm the critical role of journalists in democratic societies and the obligation of politicians to ensure they do not subject journalists to intimidation or violence or the threat thereof. Hey, this is interesting. Vernal, how you doing? Salute you. Thank you guys for hitting the like button over there on TikTok. Not a big up yourself. It says here that the political ombudsman used to be an independent standalone commission of parliament until the eve of February 2024 municipal election, when the government wrongheadedly caused it to be subsumed in the Electoral Commission of Jamaica (ECJ), whose 9 members indivisible became the ombudsman. It was definitely a mistake, ladies and gentlemen. This was one of the biggest mistakes, or one of the worst moves that the Jamaica Labour Party has done. But I think they knew what they were doing. There's little doubt that over more than 4 decades, the ECJ has done an excellent job in management of Jamaica's election system, transforming it from one steeped in fraud and corruption to a process that enjoys global confidence. But that is a technical side of the system. That is on a technical side of the system. Advising on legislation and certifying that the voters' registry is regularly updated and ensuring the voting process is efficient and credible. Woo! The political ombudsman did or is supposed to do something different. Okay. The office monitored the behavior and actions of political parties and their backers to ensure that their conduct didn't disturb the peace, spark tension, or incite violence between rival party supporters. Ladies and gentlemen, can we all agree that from the political ombudsman has been removed? We have heard statements from um, Desmond McKenzie. We have heard statements from Everald Warmington. We have heard statements from even the Prime Minister that would cause alarm, like we will not give up Jamaica to the PMP, like over my dead body will I have Mark Golding as the Prime Minister of Jamaica, send him back, send Massa back. All of these things that they have said, like, oh, we have to take it to the streets to defend Andrew Holness statutory declaration. All of these things that they have said, they would have been checked by the political ombudsman. But the way how things are going, they are left without any checks and balances at this point, because they have removed the political ombudsman and put the political ombudsman in the ECJ, and the ECJ is in the office of the Prime Minister. This is a lot of different conflict of interest that we seem to really not understand the gravity of these situations. But I'm here to point it out. Let's continue. The ombudsman also investigated and ruled on specific complaints against politicians for breaches of the agreed code of political conduct. Hello, hello, or as the elections monitored group Citizen Actions for Free and Fair Elections, CAFE, observed when the government was pushing ahead with the misguided plan to dump the political ombudsman into the ECJ. The ECJ would now be asked to adjudicate or on ethical questions which are normally dealt with by the political ombudsman. So, the political ombudsman, ladies and gentlemen, has a very important job that the political ombudsman need to be independent of both parties to carry out that job fairly, and putting the political ombudsman in the ECJ has crippled that that actual job that they have to do. You understand? Yes, it's severely compromised. But anyway, it said saddling the ECJ with this responsibility overlooks the reality that its members includes politicians. You see the conflict there? Cafe said among the ECJ members are four representatives appear each from the two big political parties, right? The newspaper remains confounded by the ECJ's failure even more than a year later to issue a public report on how the parties, their candidates, and their supporters adhere to the political code of conduct during the February 2024 municipal elections. Even if they were on the best behavior and there were absolutely no reports or accusations of misconduct, which we doubt, the ECJ had a moral and if not legal obligation to inform the Jamaicans of its perspective and conclusion on the question. A general election is constitutionally due by September. The political parties are already in campaign mode. Their paraphernalia has begun to emerge in communities across the island. The PMP has claimed that in St. James, of which Montego Bay is the capital, the chairman of the parish municipal corporation, Richard Furman, has caused the removal of advertising board and other paraphernalia. The party argues that even without the consent of the municipal government, its ads in public spaces are allowed under the advertising regulation of the Town and Country Planning Act that permits any advertising specifically related to pending parliamentarians or local government elections. It claims that actions of Mayor Vernon, a member of the governing JLP, were politically motivated. And I absolutely agree. That's a fact. All right? Of greater concern, this to this newspaper was the warning by the PMP St. James Councillor Kerry Thomas of a likely tit for tat if the party's material continued to be removed. Even without us saying anything, a PMP supporter will touch a JLP banner, and that will create an environment we don't want in the parish. He warned. This is what they want, in my opinion. This is what the JLP wants. ABR News, what's up? The JLP wants, in my opinion, a scuffle, a back and forth, a physical altercation between supporters. I think they want all hell to break loose in Jamaica so that the elections won't actually happen. Because they don't want the elections to happen because they know they're going to lose. And you remember what is not my word. You guys remember what Marlon Malahoo Ford said, that, oh, if a war was to start and there was a war, it would take 12 months. We'd have to sit out 12 months and then re-evaluate the situation to see if we can call the elections. And if things have not changed, then it would take another 12 months. But at that point, the elections would be called. Can you imagine this wicked government pulling that off and having to wait 2 more years to get them out of power? Hell to the no. All of the comrade them, stand your ground. Alright? Avoid all confrontation with any labor right. avoid it. Get on the phone. Make sure say on move smartly. Stay off of the road. Anything one can do to avoid confrontation with the labor right them. Straight. Because as far as me concerned, all of this is orchestrated. That is my opinion and I'm entitled to it. Based off everything that I'm hearing them saying. You understand? And the words coming out of Marlon Mallow Fort Mouth and the government. When they know constitutionally by September the 15th, they will be dissolved and no longer be the government of Jamaica. So ladies and gentlemen, let us pray. You understand what I say? And let us, the 21st of April. Remember, Bolo 2025. You guys we need to go to Portmore 21st of April. Breakthrough Ministries. Right? Bolo 2025. Alright? The devils are planning. And we need to call upon God so God can wipe out their plan. You understand? For the safety of our children, for the safety of us, our families, you understand, our friends. Yeah. Bolo 2025, Portmore, Breakthrough Ministries. And the number is, I should have that number in I made by now. But what I'm going to do, just to make sure, I'm going to go on Mark Stewart page and give you the number. So anybody that wants to reach out to them so they can get the information as to how them can reach to the event. Here is the number. The number is, and if them have any bus or anything, the number is 876-961-0191. That's 876-961-0191. April 21st, that's next week, Monday. Good morning, Mitchell, Marva, big up. Stay big up. So 876-961-0191 or 876-869-9522. So that's, wait a minute, light go a while ago. Yeah, light just go a while ago. I hope it doesn't affect my internet. My internet good, right? 876 869-9522. Alright? That is the number for Mark Stewart. Alright? So let's get to the next one. I don't know if I finished this article yet. So that is the political ombudsman, ladies and gentlemen. It says the ECJ also needs to open a conversation on whether the existing code of political conduct is fit for purpose in the face of bullies or bullseye that were placed on the back of 6 of the Gleaner reporters last year by false claims of on social media that their reporting was deliberately biased against JLP. I wonder who did that. Sorry about that. The Wi-Fi job? Oh Lord, let me current gone? Oh my God, what a time for that. Hold on there. Make me turn on my hotspot, right? That's alright now, guys. You know, the devil is a liar. The devil is a liar. Wow, the devil
Jamaica people, good morning. Big up on yourself on the Palm Sunday. Me no come to stay too long, but Jamaica on the looking front of me. No George Davis, this and Senator Acta Fitz-Henley. This is how they choose to celebrate the Senate recap. When they tell them I say the Labour Party compromise, you think a joke, and them have shares down at NNN, when you think a joke. This remind me of, like what Palm Sunday, the best caption win. This remind me of the 5 loaf and the 2 fish. Best caption winning at the comment section. DM me $1,000 free credit. Anybody with the best title, best caption, will now win $1,000 free credit. RBG said, stir up the comment section. Why not think about this in front of Jamaica? Best caption in the comment section will me a win. Tell me, why not think about this, Jamaica? Jamaica people, good morning. Big up on yourself and the palm sun. Let me not come to stay too long. But Jamaica on the looking front of me. Now Judge Davis this and Senator Akka Fitz Henley. This is how they choose to celebrate the Senate recap. So me tell them say the Labour Party compromise and think a joke and then have shares done at NNN when you think a joke. This remind me of like what Palm Sunday the best caption win. This remind me of the 5 loaf and the 2 fish. Best caption winning in the comment section. DM me $1,000 free credit. Anybody with the best title, best caption, you know win $1,000 free credit. I beat yourself. Store up the comment section. One more thing about this information. Best caption in the comment section win. Me a ways. Tell me one more thing about this Jamaica. Jamaica people, good morning. Big up on yourself and the palm Sunday. Me not come to stay too long, but Jamaica on the looking front of me. Now Judge Davis this and Senator Akka Fitz Henley. This is how they choose to celebrate the Senate recap. Let me tell you, say the Labour Party compromise and you think a joke, and them have shares done at NNN and you think a joke. This remind me of like what Palm Sunday the best caption win. This remind me of the 5 loaf and the 2 fish. Best caption winning in the comment section. DM me $1,000 free credit. Anybody with the best title, best caption, you know win $1,000 free credit. I do yourself. Store up the comment section. One more thing about this in front of Jamaica. Best caption in the comment section win. Now we tell me one more thing about this Jamaica. Jamaica people, good morning. Big up on yourself and the palm Sunday. Me not come to stay too long, but Jamaica on the looking front of me. Now Judge Davis this and Senator Akka Fitz Henley. This is how they choose to celebrate the Senate recap. Let me tell you, say the Labour Party compromise and you think a joke, and them have shares done at NNN and you think a joke. This remind me of that what Palm Sunday the best caption win. This remind me of the 5 loaf and the 2 fish. Best caption win in the comment section. DM me $1,000 free credit. Anybody with the best title, best caption, you know win $1,000 free credit. I did just say, store up the comment section. One more thing about this in front of Jamaica. Best caption in the comment section win. Me a win. Tell me one more thing about this Jamaica. Jamaica people, good morning. Big up on yourself and the palm Sunday. Me not come to stay too long, but Jamaica on the looking front of me. Now Judge Davis this and Senator Akka Fitz Henley. This is how they choose to celebrate the Senate recap. When they tell them say the Labour Party compromise and you think a joke, and them have shares done at NNN and you think a joke. This remind me of like what Palm Sunday the best caption win. This remind me of the 5 loaf and the 2 fish. Best caption winning in the comment section. DM me $1,000 free credit. Anybody with the best title, best caption, you know win $1,000 free credit. I did yourself. Store up the comment section. One more thing about this in front of me. Best caption in the comment section win. Me a win. Tell me one more thing about this Jamaica. Jamaica people, good morning. Big up on yourself and the palm Sunday. Me not come to stay too long, but Jamaica on the looking front of me. Now Judge Davis this and Senator Akka Fitz Henley. This is how they choose to celebrate the Senate recap. When you tell them say the Labour Party compromise and you think a joke, and them have shares done at NNN and you think a joke. This remind me of
searching. Alright. I'm supposed to go there now, guys. Again. Oh Lord. Reconnect. Yeah, we're supposed to go now. Guys, double tap the screen on YouTube for me, man. You can't have so much people watch me. 82 people and only 13 likes. Come on, man. Better than that, man. Better than that. Please tap up the screen. Double tap the screen with your finger, people. You know, if you hit the screen hard enough, don't break the screen. Just double tap lightly with your finger twice. That's how you hit the like button. Anyway, let's read. What the box cover? Yo, General Star. Yeah, them people that piss me off for that. Director of Public Prosecution Paul Lewin facing legal action from one of our own prosecutors. The development comes on the heels on a court of Appeal ruling that upheld the prosecutor's suspension from practicing law. Mighty God, when I hear them something, come like they don't want me read that story. They don't want me read that story. So Paula Lulina gets sued by her own people. And they say, boy, down. What does that mean? How does that look moving forward? You know what I mean? Let me go on their Instagram page and see if I see the story on Instagram for the cleaner. If there's any like audible visual about that story. Chinese Electric now rise to the occasion. Women accused of cruel Trump. So the DPP there. I see it about less than visual. See we can find them on YouTube. Hold on there. YouTube, the cleaner. Would you know say cleaner there on YouTube? And what do you start follow them, you know? See if them have the story on it. But me can't play. No, me can't take the call. Me can't take the call. Nobody don't call me. Nobody don't call me. Cannot take any call. No calls, guys. I'm trying to actually record something right now. I cannot take any calls. No calls, no calls, no calls. Alright? Text me. Me not see it, you know. Just I can move on, because I not see it. So, DPP I get sued people by one of our people in a fear in a fear circle. So you know so that bad. Obviously, I don't know why she not step away. Right now. Yo, that truck they just tear off some limb for that tree there a while ago. You hear that? Yeah. That can cause accident, you know. Father God. They can cover people in the road cars. You know, look good. Anyway, make we hear the reason here by Ed Boy on ABR News TV. You want to listen to this?
Blessed day, my brother. You're live on the ABR show.
Hi, good day, Ann Isabel. How are you?
I'm all right. How you do?
I'm good. This is Head Boy.
Okay. Nice to hear from you, sir. Big up yourself every time.
Yeah, man. I want to tell you it's very good to be on your platform.
Mm-hmm.
And I like the synergy amongst the bloggers in the social media space.
Definitely.
And so I want to tell you, you're one of those bloggers that it's like you're a part of my daily breakfast in the morning. You're an aromatic.
Yes. Yeah.
So
Big up
I
yourself.
look forward. Every day I just refresh, keep on seeing what videos coming. So I want to tell you, keep up the good work, man, because you're doing a very good job.
Most definitely. Yeah? Thank you. Yeah.
You're doing a very good job. But, I want to look at this thing with and I know a lot of people might be rejoicing, yes, the IC Commission chairwoman or chairlady.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I don't think people understand this woman's political background.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Did you know her husband was Paul Beswick?
Paul Beswick. No.
Right, which was from the firm Beswick, Ballantyne and Beswick.
Okay.
By the way, her husband was a defense lawyer for Dudus.
Okay.
Let me go again, and it's not alleged.
Mm-hmm.
He
What the hell? Oh my God, no way. So you telling me that, and the man said it's not alleged, but I'm going to say alleged. Chelsea, what's up, love? So you telling me that the new integrity when me tell you say bangarang all around, you're telling me that the new integrity commission director, her husband was the defense lawyer for Dodos. Man, you can't make this up, bro. You can't make this up. Man, listen. I don't know if this is true. This is Head Boy speaking, but I am going to entertain the thought of it being true. Guys, how do you feel about that, Jamaica? If it is true How do you feel about that? Oh, but wait, there's more. Let's continue.
He was also a defense lawyer. He was also a lawyer to a lot of the JLP members, including one of my good friends who died, Lawrence Broderick, who was the member of parliament for Northern Clarendon in 2007 to 2011.
Mm-hmm.
So most of her husband's clients were actually from the JLP.
Mm-hmm. I've seen that now.
And if you realize, the first thing that she said to a couple of days ago in the cleaner was that she said, oh, she want, essentially what she's doing is agreeing with what the parliament has been saying. Yeah? That the matters need to be thoroughly investigated before you give an update, which don't make sense. Because this is the issue that we have been having. Nobody is saying that you're supposed to interdict anybody. And most of the time when the Integrity Commissions send out something, they already have done their investigation in any way. So we have been calling for a middle ground where the IC can actually give a halfway update. So if the update is, we are currently investigating Frank Joe for this matter, right?
Yeah.
We're not saying that you're going to just come out and tell us everything, because you obviously have to have some sort of evidence.
Definitely.
Yeah?
True.
Before you interdict people, because look at the cases like with Bvrclips and even the guy from down central Westmoreland.
Yeah,
Their
that's
matter was different, right? They pleaded guilty because they were unable to have declared in time, not that they committed any crime.
Yeah.
So those are simple matters. Those don't warrant any prosecutorial issues. But we're saying in cases like, for example, the Prime Minister who from 2021 could not, his statutory declarations has been uncertified.
Yeah.
And the commission still remains mum, and why it cannot be certified. So when you see a new commissioner come to the fore and she's going to tell you that she's virtually agreeing with what the government is saying, that they need to allow
completion.
Yeah, no, I don't think that is right, because anywhere in the world that you're under investigation as a politician, remember, a politician is not treated like a normal citizen, And I think this is what these people are forgetting. If you can't take the heat, don't go in the kitchen.
Amen.
Don't go in it. And I'm saying, even if it is
People, tell me what you think about that, what Ed Boy does say. Because that's a fact. A public figure is held to a higher standard. With great power comes great responsibility. I personally agree. Because the power that these politicians hold can set us back for multiple generations if that power is used in the wrong way, if that power is used based off corruption. So they don't get to be regular citizens and talk about my privacy and that. No! We need to know what go on with your bank account, brother. We need to know where your family they link with. So if you cannot, I said this before, no? In not so many words, no? If you cannot comply with the Integrity Commission, don't be a politician. This is a new age and a new wave of accountability. Something that the people of this country has called for. We the people want to know what the hell is going on. We are tired of the lies. We want real transparency. And if you're not about that, just don't come to the ballot, because we now vote for you. Period. If a criminality you want to encourage and continue with it, go by yourself, brother or sister. Anybody that is fighting against the Integrity Commission, and if it's even the new director that is now agreeing with the parliament, she get -1 for me. This that head boy has now exposed, yeah, me I look on the lady sideways. Was this lady a plant? I am questioning her credibility at this point because of her alleged ties with the JLP. Her husband did what? And was the liar for who? And was the liar for how much? People on that side? Uno telling me, say, Uno no find something wrong with that? Uno say that a conflict of interest? Given that the most people them under investigation is the same labor right them. And all of the PMP them statutory declaration certified. And none of them now under investigation. What can go so? Was the removal of the girl a smoke screen? Was the removal of the girl, what's she name? Prince, Kamina Prince, whatever she want him. Was her removal a smoke screen? Are they playing chess with the minds of us to think to give this lady, the Integrity Commission lady, credibility? These are some questions I have, ladies and gentlemen. These are, just tell me what you think in the comment section, but these are some questions I have based off what the brother is saying. Right? Let's continue. Guys, this
PNP members who are found who are under investigation. Give us the update on them.
True.
We need to know.
Because
So
from about 2 years ago, we learned of the 6 being under investigation. We should have some more update on at least those other 5. We know that the Prime Minister is one out of that first 6. You understand? So you're
Go ahead, sis.
so you're correct. We should at least get some more update as to how far they are with those, or we should at least be getting some more of those reports out in the parliament now.
But I tell you what the chess player did, right? What the chess player did was by taking the Integrity Commission to court. What he has done is virtually tied up the Integrity Commission's hand.
Yes.
So the matter of the illicit, remember now, is asking for the court to strike
out
illicit
enrichment
clause. Yeah. So all of those 8 persons, including himself, the commission cannot publish anything relating to their matter. And I think the ordinary Jamaican don't realize that that's what has happened, Yeah. So once the word illicit enrichment is mentioned, the IC cannot say anything on it until the court has ruled.
My God, right? So we all have to wait for October the 13th.
And you realize what is happening. So they are very smart, because what is happening, and I'm saying this ought not to have been, the case management system in the courts should have allowed this to be a matter that should have been dealt with urgency in the US. Right? When you have matters of constitutional matters like these that require constitutional review, they're called up immediately. Meaning they trump remember that constitutional.
Yeah, man, this should have been expedited for real.
It should have been expedited, and what they're doing is playing with the clock.
Yes.
Yeah? They're playing with the clock because they know. Now, look at the funny thing. If it was...
Ladies and gentlemen, I remember distinctly, maybe a month ago, I called ABR News TV, and if she's in the chat, she can confirm this. I called ABR News TV and I said, what is going on with the Integrity Commission? Why have I not heard any more reports go to the parliament? No, head boy has put it into perspective. Andrew Onus and his lawyer and his team, they are sly devils. They knew exactly what they were doing when they sued the Integrity Commission. And they called for the resignation of Mr. Pantan. Mr. Pantan already knew what they were doing. And Mr. Pantan saw the wave of confusion and corruption and decided, and this is my opinion, I decided that he's going to walk away. He's going to walk away. And I can bet he prayed on it because he's a pastor. But you see, them are planning on God a wipe. They are planning on God is wiping. And I'm going to go back to the prophetic word of Pastor Peter Chambers. All the efforts of Andrew Onus and his government and his cronies to cover their corruption, thus saith the Lord, will only make the disgrace bust out even bigger. There is nothing he can do, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to stop God from exposing every dark, dirty, deep secret of this administration and of him personally and his entire syndicate. Thus saith the Lord. Not my word. That is a prophetic word from Pastor Peter Chambers. Alright? He told us that he has seen his end. And he was asking God for mercy for him. And God said there will be no mercy. Not my word. I played that video many times. You understand? So, make them continue. Make them continue, man. God not sleeping. God not sleep. And I gave, you see, I'm the type of person that give people um the benefit of the doubt. So I don't know this lady from the Integrity Commission that just was appointed. So I gave her a 0. I was waiting on her actions to see if she would get a plus score or a negative. The other day when she made a statement, I said, okay, so like she's serious, me give her a 1. I said, all right, 1 mark for you. But no, Lady J, I'm telling you. But no, she get -1. This revelation from Head Boy and other people in the chat telling me that and showing me that they know of what he speaks about her husband and everything and the background. Yeah, that doesn't bode well for me at all. At all. I don't like it. So I give her a -1. I don't. At this point, I don't trust her. Yeah, -1 is where it's at. If it gets worse, obviously that negative is gonna go up. But we're gonna watch and see what's going on. Let's hear more.
No matter where and what they're afraid of. And remember too, they're playing with the clock.
Yes.
Yeah? They're playing with the clock because they know. Now, look at the funny thing. If it was a matter where and what they're afraid of, and remember too, don't forget that the courts, no matter what nobody want to tell me, and I know Isaac Buchanan might disagree with me, but the courts still inherently have some sense of political intervention. Yeah? They inherently, because the court management system is still monitored by the Ministry of Justice.
Yes. Yes.
It is still monitored by the Ministry of Justice. So there is some tinkering, and don't make no mistake, a lot of these judges you see lately, I see some people being appointed to senior position as judges, and I know their politics. Yeah? These are people who are close people to GLP operatives. Yeah? A lot of our judiciary has been penetrated by people who are close friends of both. And I mean, you've seen it in the PNP, you've seen it in the GLP. Yeah? So I'm not going to just come out and pretend as if it has never happened under the PNP.
Yeah.
But what we're asking for is that the judiciary must have that sort of, even if you are close to somebody, when it comes down to justice must be blind.
True.
Yeah?
I agree.
Lady Justice must have a veil. But I don't want to spend too much time on this one because I know you have to go as well.
Yeah.
But the next issue I want to look at is the council. Right? And you know, the council matter in relation to the water. Right?
Yeah.
And what is sad, right? It shows you the level of corruption. When I say corruption, in the sense of how these people want to corrupt the truth, or they want to mishandle the truth. Because people don't know, Jesse James Clark is in fact a doctor. Yeah? His specialty is actually in public health.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he studies the disease control and disease prevention mechanisms, right? So the man, when he was able to obtain the research and saw it for himself, what was happening in these areas, and see for himself what was happening in these areas. You know what is shameful? An institution of government, which normally is separated from the politics, NWC, would come out and say the man is lying. Right? And then 2 weeks after them come out and say, yes, he was telling the truth. And the same Ministry of Health now is saying, yes, the water dirty, but it's safe to drink. What can work?
Exactly.
It's either it is dirty but not safe to consume. Or yes, it is dirty, not safe to consume, so we suggest that you boil. And Jesse James was saying, Jesse James was not calling down the system, they're just merely saying the water is of a certain standard, that you must boil it.
Yeah.
And they have made this become blow it out of proportion.
Jamaica people
playing politics, yeah.
But it shows you, and I agree with the caller before me, when you have people like an idiot like an Elon Thompson, right, who can be sent to the Senate, right, the caliber of the Senate. I remember the days of a young youth watching the Senate. Yeah, AJ Nicholson, right, KD Knight in them glory days, Lambert Brown, right, Senator that was in charge of coffee. Norman Grant, even though he might not be the bestest of speaker, but you used to see some real rigorous Senate discussions, right? Yeah. Even the same Dwight Nelson and others. The Senate has just turned into like a little damn, you know, when they're gonna call it commander pen. Yeah?
Party shop,
where anybody Andrew Holness feels he owes a favor, he sends to the Senate.
Yeah? That's what's happening, yeah.
And whilst we're at it and I go now, all I have to say to Andrew Holness, if you so brave and bad, why don't you call election? His meeting at Delman Road, you know, was to stop the bleeding, you know. A lot of people don't understand why that meeting was called at Delman Road, you know.
Yeah.
There's an internal bleeding in the GLP and them manage the leaks that has been coming out.
Yeah.
The cracks have been there for a long time.
True.
A long time. But what is happening now is many persons are sensing that they're about to lose.
Mm-hmm.
So you know when you're crying, it is a cry for help.
Yes.
So a lot of the persons who are crying out they're crying for help. Because the Westmoreland situation, a lot of people didn't listen to that voice note properly, but I did.
Mm-hmm.
You realize in the voice note they said that Wheatley was supporting James.
Oh.
Listen it back again.
Mm-hmm.
Listen it back again. And Venetia denied that Wheatley was supporting James, that James was only saying that. But if my memory serves me right after Wheatley was dismissed from the cabinet and sent out, what did Wheatley say in an article? That the price of political loyalty, that politics has no loyalty.
Mm-hmm.
So don't forget this, that Wheatley has never truly forgiven Andrew Wallace.
Okay.
And based upon what I'm seeing happening in the JLPs, that a lot of camps are reared because they know the JLP is actually not planning to lose, meaning they want to lose, but they are preparing because they know they have lost. So they are looking at who can take over the party post Andrew Wallace.
Yes.
And Andrew Wallace is looking at who he can put in a seat to take over when he loses, so that he can still remain as party leader.
Yes, definitely.
Help, we key out the labyrinth.
We need your divine intervention. We're tired of the labor right. We're tired of the green people. We are so far. We can't take it no more. We need this. We need it. Help. Help. Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Psalm 46. God is our refuge and strength. Is a liberator.
People, where's the lie? Where's the lie? When you look upon people like Marlon Morgan, we are capped for Andrew Wallace. Why him get a senator seat? When you look upon people like where the next bridge in the name, the tourist board, we get position. When you look upon Charles Davis, attack Jesse James Clark about the water situation at the interview, and how him attack KD Knight for being at his daughter's conference, right? And coming at PJ Patterson talking about he's the crime prime minister or the dead prime minister or some rubbish like that, only to find out that under Andrew Wallace, more people have been unalived by the police and criminals under his watch. More Jamaicans have been unalived under his watch at an average per year. These are the facts. People lie, numbers don't. As much as how them want to skew the numbers, it's already documented. Roslyn, how you doing, sweetheart? So good to see you, love. Appreciate you pulling up on me. Guys, please remember to hit the like button on the YouTube. Just double tap the screen. 160 are you watching, and only 21 likes. I believe we can do way better. So much people now watch YouTube on them TV. Stop it. So much people now watch YouTube on them TV. When you hit up the like button, man. I'm telling you already, the like button is needed for the video to go out. So if you truly are a supporter of the platform, what this is telling me is that only 22 people is supporting me right now. I'm not asking you for donations. I'm asking you to hit the like button. It's free. It is absolutely free, ladies and gentlemen. My God. No wonder we not get a notification because when I watch it on the TV. That's why you guys are not getting notifications. You need to watch it on your mobile phone that you're subscribed to the account. And then that way you will get notifications on your mobile phone. Well, let's continue. I think that at the end of that for my boy, then we just go play one more thing.
Every party do that. That's why you see all of these new people must force in the seat, even though the people must say no to them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway, sis, it's good. I'm not going to overstay. Me welcome.
All right, definitely, but you're always welcome.
Yeah, man, and keep up the good work, man. I really appreciate the work you're doing.
Thanks again, and thanks.
Sorry about that. I was saying that the JLP's credibility is all the way. And this is a picture with Apka and Charles Davis. Listen to this. Oh, no, listen to this. Listen to this.
Good morning, big up on yourself on the Palm Sunday. Me no come for stay too long, but Jamaica no look in front of uno. No Judge Davis this and Senator Apka Fitz-Henley. This is how they choose to celebrate the Senate recap. When me tell you say the Labour Party compromise, you no think a joke, and them have shares down at NNN, you no think a joke. This remind me of like what Palm Sunday the best caption win. This remind me of the 5 loaf and the 2 fish. Best caption winning at the comment section. DM me $1,000 free credit. Anybody with the best title, best caption, or no win $1,000 floor credit. Or Digicel. Stir up the comment section. Why not think about this in front of Jamaica? The best caption in the comment section win. Me aware. Tell me, why not think about this, Jamaica? Jamaica people, good morning. Big up on yourself on the Palm Sunday. Me no come for stay too long, but Jamaica no look in front of uno. No Judge Davis this and Senator Apka Fitz-Henley. This is how they choose to celebrate the Senate recap. When me tell you say the Labour Party compromise, you no think a joke, and them have shares down at NNN, you no think a joke. This remind me of like what Palm Sunday the best caption win. This remind me of the 5 loaf and the 2 fish. Best caption winning at the comment section. DM me $1,000 free credit. Anybody with the best title, best caption, or no win $1,000 floor credit. Or Digicel. Stir up the comment section. Why not?
Big up Dre Brand. Big up Dre Brand. Tell me what to think about that in the comment section. You know what I mean? I'm telling you rough. Ah, Lord of mercy, help us. Help us. The syndicate is crazy, man. It's crazy. It's crazy.